Cool.
And we'll just jump into it. So, we're just talking before the camera started rolling that I wanted to sit down with Ginge anyways and get his story, but it's more timely today because you just went to the border yesterday.
Yeah.
And in case people didn't know, there's a border conflict between Cambodia and Thailand that just popped off about 4 days ago.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is Ginge, by the way. And do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Sure. On my CV, the second line is I've remained human. And the idea was in a world where individualism seems to be the main thing, especially in the West, everyone wants to be doing their own thing, and we're losing a sense of community. And in the UK, the last career path that I had was working in mental health, drug and alcohol abuse. And during COVID, for most of us, mental health dipped quite harsh. So seeing very sad events and also seeing great recovery. And after COVID, I decided to take a step back and came to Cambodia, Siem Reap, Southeast Asia. And as of day 2, appreciating the community, the simple forms of happiness that exist here, but also the reality that we can sometimes forget living as a foreigner in a place like this. And these recent conflicts are a great reminder that we need to be conscious of what is happening around us, whether that's 10 minutes away or 2 hours away where the conflict is currently happening. Yeah.
I forgot to preface this that we are in a public cafe, so there's going to be background noise and everything, and I'm kind of just jumping right in. This is a natural conversation.
Yeah.
I didn't actually ask him any details about what he did yesterday, but I am anxious to hear it.
Sure.
So, where exactly did you go yesterday?
So, geographically, Preva here is a province and the temple is on the border of Thailand. About 4 hour, 20-minute drive from where we are now, Siem Reap. A very comfortable, homely feeling town that we live in. 4 hours away of this conflict. Now, there was an evacuation 2 days ago from all the locals of Preva here, actually 2 provinces. And the main relocation site is just outside Koke Temple, which is a beautiful pyramid built by the Angkor Khmer Empire. And the initial point we went to, and I'll send you footage if you want to put it up.
Yeah, I'll splice in photos and maps
Sure,
as best I can.
Yeah.
Give people visuals.
So the initial point that these people that are being relocated, and there are some sad stories that I tell, and I need to check if we can put it public, is a ticket office for Koke Temple, where us tourists or foreigners would buy our tickets, is the first place of relocation. So when I went there, there was about 45, 50 people, from elderly men in their 70s to young children. I was interviewing the head of that ticket office who works for the Apsara Authority. And I asked to, instead of just talking to him, to actually directly talk to those people around us. At that time, and thank you to people that do trust me, I'm not doing it as an organization or an NGO, I'm doing it as a simple person that doesn't believe in sitting back and posting a picture of a flag to show support. I believe in getting involved. And over $500 of donations came within 12 hours of me saying I'm going to go and do something. So again, amazing supported opportunity for me.
Yeah, actually, Ginge is very well connected in the community, and you're involved in a lot of different projects even before this conflict started.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to sit down with you and talk about your other projects. But
Sure.
I think it's just really timely right now to talk about
Sure.
stuff related to the conflict.
Yeah, another point, if you want a broader scope. To put it simply, and it's no fault of the Cambodian people, with the genocide, with education, like society and mentalities are rebuilding right now. And for those that have been here, they have a little bit more imagination, because some don't. There's so many opportunities to integrate some things. I've been very lucky to do a few different things here and be honored with the presence of some authorities and Ognias. So I've been very lucky, and I will always appreciate that opportunity. And going back to the situation, breaking down a little bit, so I got to ask these who have actually arrived at that site 7 a.m. yesterday morning. I got there at 9 a.m. So they're traveling 14, 15 kilometers by foot or by whatever transport they can pick up on the way to get to this spot. Young women with swollen legs, men with eyes that have had some form of impact, children. I didn't ask because I'd probably break down in tears. Some young kids that were knocked out, whether it was from exhaustion or whatever. So upon arrival, we have a convoy of 3 vehicles from some amazing people doing other things here in Cambodia who I luckily got to drag them along. So we gave half of the supplies to them. You're given an option when you go there. You rather, as a collective, you move more inland, but you have to do your own stuff, your own transport, or you go to the biggest relocation site that is at Koh Kay.
And how far is that from the nearest danger zone, if you can classify a danger zone?
Now, this is from information from someone of authority, I won't name. But when I got to interview someone of importance who was in this main relocation site, I very politely was asking these questions to get real knowledge as well, because it's very hard to get proper information. So with a friend translating, the danger zone is deemed 1 hour from Koh Kay, so that actually means 3 hours from Siem Reap. The actual border is 4 hours, so you've got an hour of travel distance.
Now it's 4 hours by car, but
Yep.
how are the roads? I mean, distance-wise, it's only like 70 or 80 kilometers?
Yeah, so
something?
not far at all,
Yeah.
really. I've never been to Preva here, shamefully. There is something give out if anyone wants us to part that I'm going to plan with the fundraising event. So that's your 2 choices. You go to a massive relocation site, and again with footage, you don't see the end of these tarpaul huts. It's mud ground, it's tarpaul, it's rainy season here, and it's not nice. So after giving half of the supplies that I got, so a couple of sacks of rice, bags that are done for family packages, so that if they are going to move on, you have some essentials and medicine. Yeah. Anyway, afterwards we went to the relocation site, the convoy of 3. We kept the donations of the other 2 cars for this site. And being in the back of a truck, because I'm a bit childish, I like to get and do stuff. We bought some footballs. One project I've been trying to do is increase interactive creativity.
And now you're English, so when you say footballs, you're thinking like a
Actual
soccer
football.
ball.
Don't worry about soccer. It's football.
just so our international audience understands.
Yeah. Soccer, football, and I don't support any team, so it doesn't matter. But so yeah, bought these soccer balls, had a couple of games of football, and trying to make sure that these children have a level of distraction. In this site, obviously, there is no education now. There is a tent for a playground, but it has nothing in it. So it's just a dirt rectangle, which hopefully we can get and do something soon. And some tables so that any loklus or neklus teachers, Khmer teachers, can take them there and do some education, get them going. Entering the site, you couldn't see the end of this camping. Again, imagining 10 to 30,000 displaced in tarpaul home-built huts. You're seeing dad's family sit down as the dad's putting whatever wood he can do and trying to make a big tent.
Because basically the entire border has been evacuated.
Almost.
Okay.
So like the ones that arrived at 7 a.m., these were actually the gardeners and the maintenance for the Prevahir temple. And a very sad story that's an assumption because, again, some things that we don't want to let out. But one story I asked for an old man.
You can tell me off camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. We'll see if we put it in. So yeah, back to main relocation site. The only NGO, now here's a fact, and I don't mind putting this out there publicly. Cambodia has the 2nd most registered NGOs in the world. I've worked with some, and I have my opinions on NGOs. It's a red flag if it's the 2nd most. Why isn't it few, better organized, working together NGOs? And they know this here. But the only NGO that is on site doing work there is the Cambodian Red Cross. Now, other NGOs that I'm sure are doing fundraising through their communities are coming and bringing stuff And that's why this Friday, 3 p.m, I'll be hosting and trying to create a Siem Reap fundraising event that allows, you don't have to bring your stuff, you don't have to bring money, but to show all these amazing businesses, expats and Khmer people that are doing stuff, just to show a level of unity. Instead of, I'm going to fill my truck up, drive 2 hours away and do it, if there's no global recognition of what's happening. So I want this for Siem Reap, and again, anything that promotes real community action. So yeah, that's going to be happening soon.
So for my small audience that's going to watch this, I will link to your Facebook group or whatever you're posting it on online, so people can have a link if they want to help out and find more information. I'll connect you with my neighbor because he's in a similar position. He likes to do independent work, separate from all the NGOs, because he likes to know exactly where the donations are going, so the money's not getting lost in bureaucracy and red tape or corruption and things like that.
And it's a hard thing to think, because
there's so many organizations here that are doing work, but you don't know how transparent they are and how efficient they are.
And again, this is completely opinion. This is what I've been doing since I come to Cambodia 3 years ago, is to remain a humble level of living. Now, in Cambodia, I can register a small business for $350. I can do whatever, live like a king, and most of us do here. I live comfortably. You came the other week. We just moved home, and we have a 2-bedroom apartment that's a good quality condition. I pay $150 my half of the rental, electric, probably $50 a month overall. But again, trying to remain at a certain standard, and it's different for everyone, and I get it. But to do things independently, doing the Christmas parade independently, no business sponsored. There was no advert for Coca-Cola. It was pure community from top hotels here, doing $100 each for a tuk-tuk. And that's what I want to see. And the Christmas parade was perfect because there was no crisis happening. This was happening now with an estimated 100 to 130,000 people that are being affected from locals. And the military, I hope it doesn't happen, but by January they will be drafted. Young men, 18 to 30-year-olds, it's going to happen unless there is some amazing ceasefire.
And today is July 28th, so a lot can change between now and January.
And if it escalates, understandably, I believe they will be drafted. This will ruin Cambodia's economy. Those that have gone through education, unless you're such a need, like a doctor, you'll be in the military for a 2-year period. This is going to knock Cambodia back down, and it's done so well trying to redevelop after the Khmer Rouge and the genocide.
And COVID really hurt the tourism, specifically in Siem Reap, which is basically a city built around tourism. They just never recovered, which is strange. Most of the world's got back after COVID, but Siem Reap, the numbers here are still pretty low, relatively.
It is low. It is low. All the expat businesses know it. If everyone who was here before COVID, I wasn't, said that this city was crowded with tourists. It was a real good moneymaker for those businesses. The economy was better for the locals. Everything's got cheaper. So your typical Khmer little restaurants, you'll do spring rolls for $2. It used to be $6.
I like it now that it's not so busy.
I do, yeah.
It's not so crowded, but it's not as good for the businesses.
No,
The locals are struggling.
And I am being a hypocrite, so I want to dress like a monkey and do events and do stuff to help tourism.
I want to film that.
Bring some. I'm 31 years old. I should start to mature.
No.
But I'll also hate it when it is full of tourists. So I happily get and do what I can to help. But I'll be staying at home at tourist season. But
So I'm kind of a wimp. I struggle with the weather here. It's either too hot or it's too wet. How are the people in the I don't know if we call it a refugee camp, but the evacuation areas? What are their conditions like there?
So because it is rainy season right now, we were very lucky that on the day it was cloudy, a little bit of rain. Thank God for us, because if it was hot, 25 kilograms of rice and trying to keep a level of energy for the kids. And I slept very well last night.
When did you get back?
Last night,
you had a long day.
10 p.m. I was in Phnom Penh the day before for less than 12 hours to arrange the convoy.
Yeah, and that's why I appreciate you taking this time to meet with me, because I know you've been going nonstop for a long time. Even as I walked in to meet you today, you're in the
Yeah,
middle of
good
making some social media posts.
Yeah, but
So,
again, even if I mean this, I'm very. Oh, let me finish the first point. Rainy season. The floor is sludge. It's wet. It's heavy rain. As we left, it is intense rain. You can't see when you're driving in the car. Such intense rain. You don't know where you're driving. Now, this is pure muddy fields, and in the middle is a small pond slash lake. So you can imagine you're tarpauling with small branch trees holding it up, a strong enough wind and rain, they're going to be rebuilding. It's one of the biggest problems I think is going to happen if this war continues is, you know, your living conditions are dangerous. Malaria is a thing. The mosquitoes in the morning on this government organized relocation site, whatever we want to call it, is one medical tent and one ambulance. Great. It's great that they're doing it.
better than nothing.
Yeah.
But
I don't know
not
how
much.
far the nearest hospital is, to be brutally honest. The nearest town, from memory, on driving there is about 40, 50 minutes away driving.
But the point of it is that it is supposed to be temporary.
It is supposed to be
There's supposed to
temporary.
be a lot of people being moved into Siem Reap.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people posting about trying to find affordable apartments and stuff. How much of that is going to house all these tens of thousands of people? I don't know.
So I met an amazing British guy, Dave, this morning, who come from Phnom Penh to support in this. And I met him a couple of times now. He's had someone now go to an official office to organize these buildings that aren't used, hotels that are going to be underused. And I try to look bigger picture is if we did bring these people to the city, what level of work will they have? Or is it going to be the city fully supporting them? Because it's already a struggling economy. I do hope, and this is simply opinion, us expats, I have a registered business here and I've been using my own money for a few things now. But if you do live here and you do get this amazing life that we live, there has to be an element of responsibility. And I know it's very easy to come and disconnect. And we do it in the UK. I worked with the homeless in the UK in Oxford. Crazy, expensive place to live. And it's very easy to ignore and disconnect. That's what this fundraising community support is. So if we were to bring these people here, and there are already at a new market area that wasn't really taken off, they had been placed there. So there are already people here. Again, this is on ground floor, no real walls. So when it rains, it's going to affect them.
There are
It's
some like
balanced.
empty hotels here. I don't know how those can be utilized. I don't know who
Yeah.
owns them.
Yeah.
But hopefully people are thinking about that as
Yeah.
opportunities.
And as of this morning, we've got a Khmer gentleman with Dave who is asking those questions. I, right now, have been given an official document about using the street, shutting it down, do what I want. I'll be using that document in the way of fundraising and hopefully for the accommodation.
You have the authority to shut down a street?
Yes, Street 26.
You're a powerful man.
It's the beard, that's it. I think, I don't know how it happened, I've been lucky, but remaining humble, I don't eat at nice restaurants. I try to engage as much as I can with the Khmer community. And,
This is a nice cafe that we're at.
oh, it is,
It's
Biolab,
a nice place.
yeah. Yeah, you got your fountain, your fish,
Yeah.
elephant
I try not to come here
statues.
too much. It's a little bit expensive by local standards,
No,
but
no,
it's,
yeah, no.
it's a nice environment.
No, it is. It really is. Yeah, but yeah. And in the way of the conflict, obviously, as of recording, there are many across the world, and there's
Yeah, it's
many
crazy.
fundraising and valid reasons to support everything from. And I don't choose a side. I don't believe in this tribalistic mentality. Even right now, loving Cambodia and it is my home, I'm not going to choose one over the other.
I just made a video about that yesterday,
Oh,
actually, because
yeah.
I have spent a lot of time in Thailand and Cambodia.
Yep.
And so I won't get into that. But yeah, people are being nationalistic and tribalistic, and they're choosing sides without having all the information.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
And
sad.
And we do it everywhere. In England, whether it's politically, religiously, it's very easy to slip into a group. And I actually got a message from a friend I met in Thailand, in Bangkok. And she is a young accountant who works, wants to get paid, go home, have a drink with friends, sleep. That's it. That's what most of us want to do. More so if you want family, you stay around your family. But this morning when I was with Dave. And she was sending me these messages like, you know, fuck Cambodia, fuck these people, they hurt our people. And I think you end up losing track that the average person wants to work, go home, see your kids and relax. And the second you choose to be angry and fight, especially if you're, for me to cry about Israel and Palestine when I'm British, I don't live there, is a weird concept. Now, if you do want to support, get online, do some extra work, do some overtime and give some money. Cool, you want to do it if it's helping any children anywhere or people. And it's the same here. I've got an amazing Khmer friend, Abby. I respect him a lot. He helps a lot of the street animals. He's building a hotel to house over 50 of them. But when the first shot of a Khmer soldier on the border happened, and he is an extremely patriotic 35-year-old Khmer guy, very healthy, hard-working man who came from nothing, has 2 hotels now. He was calling and messaging saying, I'm going to go to the border, I'm going to get involved, and trying to explain to him, like, I get it, it's your people. In England we got some issues and I feel like going back and getting involved, but you can do stuff here. You know, as of today, his only clientele is Japanese clients, high-paying clients. He speaks fluent Japanese. 50 of them, 50% have already paid for a trip, and it's over $1,000 a week to be here with him. They've cancelled, but they're still paying, and he's going to use that money for the fundraising that's happening now. And that's the best way to do it. Let the military do whatever. Our governments already have organised what they want to do, but on the ground, do what you can to give a level of support anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. But what else do you want to talk about? I mean, there's already so many people that are covering this conflict and stuff like that. And I'd love to sit down with you another time and just get your whole story about everything you've done prior to coming here. Unless you wanted to talk about that now, but it's up to you. I don't know how busy you are.
Man, if you want.
So we can wrap this up, or we can keep rolling with it.
30 more minutes. We're good.
Yeah. Sure. Wherever you want to go, man. It's a free-flowing conversation. By the way, your housewarming party is a good time.
Still got the alcohol. Still got it.
Okay,
Haven't touched it. Still got it.
Haven't drank much since then.
Nah.
Okay, we're gonna put a pause on that conversation and split this video into 2 different parts because I've had a lot of technical issues with my computer and the hardware and stuff like that. So it took me a long time to get it on my computer and edit it, and I want to get it published as soon as I can. So I'm gonna split it in half to get the first part out soon because it's somewhat time sensitive with everything that's going on in the news. But I've been trying to make content like this for a long time, and due to like not having the right microphones, not being able to find a suitable venue to record in, because I like public spaces, but sometimes they're too busy or too loud. It's been a nightmare. I've tried this like 5 or 6 different times. This is the first time it might actually get published. So if you like content like this, let me know so I can keep making more like it. Because when I'm not actively traveling, and I do want to make travel videos when I travel, but when I'm staying in one spot, this is good content for me to just sit down with friends and people that I meet and just share their stories, because I do this type of conversation all the time. I just never share it with people. But now that I can record it and film it, I think it could be interesting for you guys to watch and listen. So let me know if you like it, and specifically if you enjoyed this particular conversation. Part 2 is coming very, very soon. So stand by for that, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.